sparking some controversy with her views on immigration, which are all laid out in her new book that hit shelves this week. The book is called Adios, America, The Left's Plan to Turn Our Country into a Third World Hellhole. Best-selling author Coulter, who I think has had 10 New York Times bestsellers, joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
So what did you mean by that?
Well, in fact, I think I've said it on this program with you when I was in the middle of writing the book, and I thought Fox was spending a teensy bit too much time on ISIS. I think I said it right on that couch. The exact same thing. Well, look, 4 Americans have been killed by ISIS, and all in Syria, and tens of thousands of Americans have been killed by Mexicans. And there is such...
By Mexican nationals?
Yes.
Citizens from another country.
Yes,
living here.
illegal aliens, though this book is heavily about legal immigration. I mean, I comment on the fact that there's so much fixation on, for example, beheadings by ISIS. Well, the champion beheaders are Mexicans. They pioneered the practice of putting videotaped beheadings on television. There are far more beheadings by Mexicans than of ISIS and of Americans in America. But, you know, you search the news and that doesn't get talked about. But there's such an obsession with talking about monsters 7,000 miles away that I've noticed that even people on my immigration restriction side have started making the argument, well, you know, terrorists could come across the border, the Mexican border, but you know what? Who else could come across? Mexicans could come across.
Well, there is this feeling among people who live in Washington, left and right, Republicans and Democrats,
right,
that there is a valid debate over illegal immigration,
right,
but there's really no debate over legal immigration, and there shouldn't be a debate on that question. But you raised the debate in your book.
Pretty much the whole book after the first chapter, which is about amnesty, because if you know, 2 bloggers and Matt Drudge ever go on vacation, the Democrats and Republicans will get together and pass amnesty in the dead of night, and then it's over. So it's like national health care. It's on the left's to-do list. They are waiting to pass amnesty. So that's a disaster. I start with that in the first chapter. But basically, the rest of the book is about legal immigration. And you're totally right. I've noticed this the same way liberals, or perhaps a lot of Americans, have this silicone chip in their brain that makes them say diversity is a strength. Republicans have a silicone chip in their brains that makes them say, no, we love legal immigration, it's just illegal. No, Teddy Kennedy's 1965 Act has completely changed who is coming in via legal immigration. It was legal immigrants who blew up the Boston Marathon. In fact, it was legal immigrants who staged 9/11. It's legal immigrants who are the Somalis flying off to fight with ISIS and engaging in, you know, prostitution, human smuggling. It's Hmong immigrants who are legal immigrants who are engaging in child rape and animal sacrifice. So in one sentence, your solution is halt? Halt for 10 years. That wasn't originally my solution. I'd rather go back to the pre-1965 rules where we brought in the countries that traditionally populated America. But it became clear writing this book, there are so many people, so many nonprofits and government officials and immigration judges and the immigration bureaucracy working overtime to bring masses of third world people who immediately need government help, need help from the U.S. taxpayer to this country. We need to shut it down, to shut all these organizations down. The book, Adios, America, The Left's Plan to Turn Our Country into a Third World Hellhole. Coulter. Thanks for joining us.